what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 160 here on season 1. And today we are getting into what's with Stockpile. I hope I did 160 right. I'll have to go configure with the wife afterwards to make sure that I'm doing this actual 60 right. But and if I'm not, I guess my bad. I'm sorry. Anyways, Mzox210 asked, "Hey Keith, can you do a video about the new stock app, Stockpile? I saw a gift card at Target today, and I was wondering if you knew anything about it. It says you can buy small percents of shares of stocks like Apple and Amazon. I guess it's like Stash, but with stock." Yes, kind of. So let's just go ahead and run back to the very beginning, and I'll share my screen a little bit to go over Stockpile. So Stockpile is a investing app for both Amazon, or not Amazon, what the heck, for Apple and Android. It's pretty much, what I see it is, it's pretty much a combination of Stash and Robinhood. It's like that middle ground of Stash and Robinhood. It's like Stash in the fact that you can buy fractional shares, and then it's also like Robinhood in the fact that you can buy more than just ETFs, so you can actually buy stocks, which is an ETF is what you can only buy on Stash, which is a fractional share of an ETF. You can only buy ETFs on Stash, which ETFs are like a basket of companies, where on Robinhood you can actually buy the specific company. So on Stash and ETF, you might be able to have an ETF that includes Apple in there, but on Robinhood you can buy specifically just Apple. So Stockpile allows you to do both of those, but buying fractional shares. So on Robinhood, if you want to buy an Apple stock, you have to buy an Apple stock, whatever it's trading at. I think it's like $60 or something like that. However, on Stockpile, you can buy a fractional share of that. So from around $5 up to all the way to 60, which would be an entire share, would be a fractional share. So if you want to only buy $30 of Apple, you could buy $30 of Apple and you would have basically 0.5 shares or a half a share. So that's the nice thing about Stockpile. However, they don't charge any monthly fees, but they do charge a 99 cent per trade. So basically, in essence, the more money that you can put into a stock, the better. Will help you get more growth. So if I was to buy $5 of an Apple stock on Stockpile, I would basically only be buying $4 of an Apple stock, and then when I went to sell, I would have to give another dollar basically to the app to sell that. So in essence, I would have to take and make off of $4. I would have to get $7 before I could sell at a profit, or I would have to make above $6 before I could sell at a profit. So that's kind of frustrating. But if you had more money in there, like $30, you would have to only make $32, above $32, which percentage-wise is a lot easier to do than for $5. On their website, they claim that they have over 1,000 stocks and ETFs. Boom, 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 boom. Fractional shares, invest, watch it grow. Down here, I think right here, yeah. Frequently asked questions. They have more than 1,000 stocks, and they include every stock in the S&P 500, and then as well as ETFs and that kind of thing. It looks like up here they also have a list of, stocks that millennials might be interested in, because that's who they're targeting. Basically, like Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, all those companies are going to be listed in the S&P 500, and those are some of the stocks that you can buy at fractional shares. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the pros and cons of the actual app. So the pros, honestly, let's start with the good first. The pros, I do like the fact that you can buy fractional stock purchases. I mean, this is because a lot of people that are looking to invest don't have a whole lot of money, especially young people that are looking to invest don't have a whole lot of money. And to buy like an Amazon stock, I think right now, I think it's like upwards of like $700-800. That would be a lot. And if you had $1,000 account, you would be basically leveraging your entire account to buy one of those Amazon stocks on like a Robinhood. However, with fractional shares, you can buy like $100 in Amazon and then put another $100 somewhere else or whatever it may be. And so I like that you can do that on Stockpile, buy fractional shares. I also like the fact that they have easy dividend reinvesting. So for instance, if Amazon was to pay a dividend of whatever 0.5, you would get, or we'll just say 10% of $700, which would be $7 they would pay you over the course of a year. Well, you could take that $7 and reinvest it back into Amazon because you can buy fractional shares, And so I do like that because, there's companies that I own that pay me dividends, and I would like to just reinvest back into them. But because my dividends are so small, I have to either invest into a different company or hold that and hodl that money until I get enough to rebuy that, buy another share in that company. So I like both of those. Those are probably the both pros that come with that account. However, the cons, like this is what would keep me out of that account is, first of all, trading fees. I don't like the fact that they have trading fees. I wish that they would just do $1 a month fee or something like that, where like Acorns and Stash do, or even offer maybe a free service like Robinhood does. Basically, this is because the reason why I don't like the trading fees is because compared to like Stash or Acorns, you make one purchase of a stock in that month, boom, that eats up your entire month. Like Acorns is only $1. You buy one, and you can buy as many ETFs and sell as many ETFs as you want on Stash. On Stockpile, you buy 99. You buy a stock and you pay 99 cents. You basically pay $1, regardless of how many trades you make in that month. So you, boom, first trade $1, then you go to sell one, another $1. So that's $2 that you've already paid to that stock, to that company per month. You do that 4 or 5 times. Next thing you know, you're looking at $5 a month on that account. So that's what steers me away, is that one thing is the trading fees, because those things add up quickly. And then also there's no educational services that are provided by Stockpile. Where on Stash and Acorns, they're putting out weekly blogs, weekly like, hey, check out this ETF. This is what this ETF does, all that kind of stuff. This is how you should go about investing, dollar cost averaging, all that kind of stuff. Stockpile has none of that. It's just like, buy fractional shares. It's great, and reinvest the dividends. Buy fractional shares and reinvest the dividends. Like, that's all basically the information that I could find on there about any type of investing information. So what I see with Stockpile and these other fractional shares companies, and I see a lot of big investing firms about to take advantage of the little man. And this is because big investing firms honestly know how to buy and sell and what prices they're trying to get in and out of. The little man has no clue. And if the market starts to drop, the little man's going to be the one that doesn't make a profit. The big companies are always going to make a profit. They've been here, done it before, been there, done that kind of thing. The little man is going to be the one that loses out. And so what I see is a lot of these big companies are trying to get the little people to invest a lot of their money. And so that way, when we do have like a correction in the market or whatever, our money is lost, and their money, they can still make a profit. So those are the pros and cons. Anyways, let us dive into the question of the day. And I totally forgot to pull it up, which is terrible. Do you believe in love at first sight? Yes, I do believe in lust at first sight, or love at first sight. I mean, I guess if a woman is pretty, then like you could definitely say like I find her attractive, but I don't believe love at first sight actually exists. That's almost impossible, and that's terrible. That's a terrible idea. Anyways, if you guys have any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, or Robinhood, as well as general investing advice, business, Etsy, or coaching, feel free to post those questions down below, and I will try my best to get them on the next episode. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe up here and check out Robinhood Recap October Edition, and then check out this other video right here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.